the other store and updates, and I will implement destroy, sorry. Now let's implement the store and update methods. The reason because this store is different than the others is because we have images now. So we have to deal with uploading an image and getting its URL and storing the URL to the product. Let's first get the file, which is the image. We will get it by request, not input, but file this time. And the file will be image. Now we cannot store this file to our product. We have to move it to the public folder in our app and get the path of the file. Now let's generate a name for this image. I will use Illuminate Support str to create a random 10-character string. Now let's upload the file. To upload the file, use storage, put file as. So the first parameter is the path. I will put it in a folder called images. The second parameter is the file, which is the file itself. The third parameter is the name of the file, which in this case I'll put the name. I will add a dot here, and I will add the file extension. So what did I do here? I put the file in the images folder with the name a random character dot the file extension, and this will return the local URL of the file. In the end, we will create the product with the title, request title, description, price, and image, which will be the URL. Let's create a product variable here and return it as a response product response HTTP created. Let's try it on Postman. So we should update the method here to post, and in the body we have to select form data. We have to select a file here for the image. Let's select a file. I will select this image. Now let's put title, description, price. Let's send a request. We have an error. Add title to the field property. So we should go to the products and add protected guarded ID here. Let's try again. So everything works fine. We can see that the image is uploaded, but for some reason we don't get to access it. So we don't have access to the image. Let's check where the image is uploaded. It should be uploaded in storage, up, images, and these are the images that are uploaded. The one that we want is Diaz. So this is the image that we uploaded. The problem is that we don't want the image to be uploaded in the storage folder. We want the image to be uploaded in the public folder so we can see it. In the storage folder we cannot see it. To do it, we have to go to the config and go to the file systems. We can see that the default driver is local. If we go to local, we can see that the root is storage path up. So in this case is storage up, and we uploaded the images there. We have to change the storage path to the public path, and that's it. So local now is the public path. Let's try to upload the image again now. Let's go to the same route and upload it again. So we got another image with a different URL. So this should not be the right path. It should have an images here. And we can see the flower here. And we can see that the image is uploaded successfully. Still, we have to put the right URL for our product. Let's go to the product controller, and the right path will be HTTP localhost port 8000 /images / with the URL that we uploaded. It's not a good practice to put the URL here, so this should be an environment variable. And it should be up URL. Let's go to our env.env file, and we can see here that up URL is HTTP localhost port 8000. Let's try to upload again now. I restarted my Docker container in order to get the port 8000, so you should do the same. We also have two images here, so we should remove these images because it's already here. Let's save it and create it again. Now it should work fine. So the image is displayed correctly. Now let's do the update request, but we have a problem now. It's not the same as the create request, since we are gonna get an image anyway. But the problem is this: what if the image doesn't change? So every time the user changes, for example, the title, but doesn't change the image, if we get the image, we will still upload it and update it as a new image. Only when the uploaded image is different than the image that the product has, only that in that case we can upload the image. Otherwise we don't have to change anything. But you get the point, things become complex. There is a way in which we can simplify all the things. The way which I propose, and is the best way to deal with the images, is to have a separate route where we can upload images, and in the store and update method we just send the image URL. We don't deal with image uploads here. Let me show what I mean. Let's go to the Docker container and create a new controller. Make controller. I'll call it image controller. Let's go to the image controller, and this controller will have only one method: upload. It will have a request. Here we will go to the product controller and cut these parts here and paste it here. Let's import this class also. So here we will get the image, we'll generate a random name and upload it, and we will get the URL. We also need to copy this part also and return it here. So this controller will just upload an image and return a URL. It doesn't care if it is a product or anything else. This will simplify a lot of things. Like, for example, when we go to the product controller, now everything changes like this. We will have the request with only title, description, image, and price. So now the product is simplified. The image here is just a string because we first uploaded the image in this controller, and then we got a URL which we will store it here. This will simplify also the update function, which would be the same. This would be HTTP accepted. We will get a product here, find ID, then we will update with this request. So the update function is simplified now. Let's make two more custom requests. Artisan make request product create request. So let's change it with product create request here, and if we go inside, let's authorize it. Title is required, description is not required, so I won't add it. Image is required, and the price required, and should be numeric. We will create another request. We won't create the update request since the values are optional and we don't have to validate anything else. So we will create a request for image upload request. So we will go to the image controller. We'll change here to image upload request. And this request will have only one rule, which is image should be required and should have memes, JPG, JPEG, and PNG. So this should be an image basically. Let's also add it on the